Off studio mode, thank you. Yeah, my frame rate is brutal though for some reason that I don't understand, but. Is it coming on now? Is it showing Nathan Tracta? Hey, all right. It is our voice. Can anybody hear me? This is the Herd Autumn Racing Experience, race number 2. We are currently watching Nathan Tracta in the D race. With me is Nate Holm. Hello, Herd Racing fans. Should be, and the C should have also started any time now, so we'll have to pick up some of them as well. And we're going to apologize in advance. We don't have the fancy multi-racer stream going for you today. So we're gonna have to flip around and watch. But right now we're watching the D's. Nate Tracta is in the group of D's. They have not yet done the first leg snapper, so we've made it just in time for the first leg snapper, thankfully. And did you do this race yet, Nate? There you go. Have you done the leg snapper timed segment and anything yet? I think that's right. It starts further up the hill than the Strava segment. I think that's right. Yeah, I think that's right. I did a tiny race on this, and I did a bullseye, I think, on it, and it is a thing. Let me tell you that. Hey, Craig. Good. Are you hearing this on the YouTube too? Oh, here we go. Nate is murdering it. Okay. Well, if anyone out there is actually watching this on YouTube, put a post and let us know if this is coming through. If you have no sound, let us know. I think I've captured my Discord accurately. But I thought I moved it. I put it in the key. Oh, damn it. Okay. I was at first, but then I did switch it. I did switch it. I did turn it off and turn it back on and switch. Okay, cool. And I gotta think. I have to look at the time behind, but it looks to me like Nate just won this segment for sure. I would say. If I do that, that'll speed up my frame rate for everybody. So that was a heck of a good segment by Nate. Well done, well done. And we will try and find a C racer to check as they come through here. See if I follow Jamie Brimwell. Oh, are you there, Nate? Say something for the crowd. Is that cool? Look at that. Right on time. Yeah, they should be awful close. Oh, can I just do this? A's are still in the pen. B's have taken off. Nice. Why can't I see any C racers in Zwift? That's a weird bug. Okay. All right, I've got some B racers on my thing. You can. Who do we see who's racing? Is there a way I can find someone who's racing? Who are you following? There we go. Now we should have Dennis up on the stream. Good. Yeah. And the cobbles down below. Absolutely. Yeah, well, actually, there is time on the sprint too, so, um, but we'll, I guess, because those Ds will probably be into that sprint segment already too. Oop, sorry everyone who's watching this, that was not much good. We're back to Dennis. We'll stick on Dennis here till we get through leg snapper, and then maybe we'll check in on the Bs. Still no, okay. What would be doing that? Oh, I know what the answer to that is. Hang on.
You need the
Audio output capture
audio
on.
output. Yeah.
Got it. I was worried we were just gonna get birds chirping. Let me minimize that. My frame rate should go back up again too. All right, so here we go. I guess they're just gonna cross this bridge. Somebody's already launched their truck. That's pretty good timing for a truck there, actually. You slow up on the hill, you're not gonna get the max benefit of it. So
here goes the Watts on the hill.
oh yeah, somebody's got the fire socks on.
Yep,
Love
there go.
it.
Oh wow, there go the fire socks.
So this will be a good chase. Look at these guys. Oh, Terry
I've
the
got Terry.
Duke is just smashing it. Nice. Dennis is catching. Is that Carpenter who went off first? Oh, there's a group up in front. Oh, yeah, Ryan Wang, Skywalker.
Yeah, Terry's though catching. I mean, he's now going to go in second. So
Yeah, and he came from behind, so he'll have a good chance to put a good time up there.
Ryan Wang did 45 seconds. Wow.
That is fast. Yow.
Again, I don't know how much shorter this segment is. It says 430 meters. I wonder what the Strava was before, because I want to say 600 before.
Yeah, I think it's definitely longer because I don't know. I didn't check my Strava PB, but I know it was faster on the segment.
I think my PB is like 57. So
Yeah, still good. It's a good segment from Dennis. That's tough. I think I don't. I feel like they might have gone a little hot to start, but those guys who were at the front obviously held it off. Now the question is certainly I would say these next two guys in front of Dennis probably want to hold up, and I'll try and go through together. The three of them as a group, right?
oh yeah, for sure.
When you get to the sprint.
And they're still not out of it yet. I mean, they can still catch up if they kind of push a little bit after the sprint.
Yeah, for sure. Although if you're that front group, you probably try and keep the speed up so they don't catch you before the sprint. I would suggest.
Oh, they're definitely keeping the speed up now. I mean, again, the front two though are a little bit in. They're slowing now. They realize, but the front two are pushing, and there's like a group of 5 just behind them, so they're gonna kind of outdo themselves in the sprint. But I think they've realized. But again,
yeah,
how much momentum are they losing right now? And
yeah, it might be a bit.
again, yeah,
Could have done that. You definitely would have wanted to get the easiest place to gather up would have been on the toe snapper there.
Here they are in the sprint. Again, this is such a hard segment to do the leg snapper and a sprint like this.
Oh, that's especially time segment too. Like it's not like you can just crank out a few watts at the end and sneak away with it. Oh, Dennis is in the segment now. You might want to start because I have to remind myself what the points are.
I believe I saw this might be the first week that we're doing fall and FTS.
Yeah, last week was just TT, so for sure, like this isn't herd summer racing anymore, right? This is the herd autumn racing experience. So the rules are different and they change each week.
Yep. So I do believe we have fall on FTS. I can check the official post.
I was just Googling or searching on Facebook too.
we're well prepared for this stream.
Yeah, always. We listen. We don't want to like start giving people um any it's first and fastest through. So I guess there's a good reason to keep going. You're right. There is first and fastest through at each one. So this is the same rules basically as ZRL
Yep.
for all 3 laps.
Are D's off? Are B's, sorry?
The B's are off. It looks like they are just on the toe snapper right now, or leg snapper right now. I've just switched the stream over. So we're watching Eric Cedric from the herd. Somebody's got some fire socks. I don't have the fire socks yet. Are you a level 15-8?
No, not yet.
Oh,
I'm 45.
yeah, I'm
Al-
49 and change. So,
Almost 46. So
oh, who is that at the front? Is that Nate, the psychologist? Maybe Alan's doing a nice come from behind here. I think there is a little bit of early draftability here, right? If you can sit in early and then go late, I think there's probably some advantage to that. Like it's real tough to break the draft that early.
yeah.
Alan Bray's putting a good time in. Bobby Edwards, nicely done. Ooh, smashing it. I wonder if the finish line is a little early too. Yeah, those guys are like 47, 48, right? Like maybe not as light as Ryan. Maybe a little more gamesmanship on it.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those, do you go all out on lap 1 or do you just race the other racers?
Yeah.
I mean, that's definitely a strategy of how you look into it. Are you killing it or are you...
Well, I'll tell you, if you ask Mark John, he'll tell you my strategy is every time is I try to win the first segment every time and then get dropped by the time we get to the next one. Especially in the A's. Usually in the B's I can hold on, but in the A's I go for
Yeah, I
full
mean,
speed.
I think I did this one for the He series, and it was just 1 lap, and obviously you knew that you could just do full out. It wasn't even the sprint really mattered. So, but I
Yeah.
think when you do it this way of foul and FTS, it's definitely a different strategy.
And that was just like a scratch, right? Like a 1-lapper.
Yeah, it was. It was just a scratch race, 1 lapper. Everyone just went absolutely blistering up that leg snapper as fast as you could, and then whereas heroes, again, we've kind of already mentioned, you've got to worry about 3 laps plus be able to sprint 3 times after each one.
Yeah. Well, and definitely in that style, I mean, you want to drop bodies. Oh, look at Eric's done a good job. He can catch onto this group from back here. He's done a really nice bit of work.
I'm liking these fire socks. There's a few people in the Bs with these fire socks, and it's the visual's pretty impressive.
That's super good fun. I saw a WTRL post I think today. Someone had posted that they forgot they were wearing the fire socks, and then they initiated a ghost to do like a sneak sprint. But of course, the giant fire trail went off behind them, even though they were
So
wearing the ghost.
Zwift does not make your fire socks ghost.
Apparently not. Which is like pretty incredible in its own way.
A's might be
Yeah.
up soon on that.
Let's see if we can find.
Again, each group behind just gets quicker and quicker. So I mean, it's not too long on that segment.
Yeah, you don't get. Yeah, exactly. Let's see if we can find.
It's just non-stop action tonight.
Yeah, because by the time the A's finish, we'll be right back around.
Yeah, they are. They're about to the A's. If we had got anyone, they're on the cobbles.
Yeah, so I've got Ty Mangum he's from says Hydro here, but I know I've raced Ty in Bullseye or HSRL before in the A's. He's a strong rider. Although, Stuart Lynn's here too. Oh, we should follow Stu. Although, he's already behind.
Yeah, he's already been dropped.
I don't know where they would have attacked. Like on the old bridge up across? Maybe just
possibly.
Watch. I mean, it's tough sometimes in the A's when it's a small group, but we'll watch Ty's. Let's see what the A's put in here. Although this is, I would say, there he goes. The Sabres looked a little more tactical at the start than maybe the Seas for sure.
I see 9 watts a kilo. 10,
Yeah.
12. Wow.
Yeah, now that's full go. And I don't know if the guys at the front knew that this was time through, because he is definitely putting time into the group at the front.
Yep. I think the first rider is. The second one's not. He's just more surviving the hill, I think.
Yeah. Surviving at 7.7 watts per kilo.
Now he's reacted, but
Yeah. I didn't see what his time was. It didn't come up.
yeah, it didn't come up on. I mean, I'm in the C pen, so I didn't see times.
See, this A group is kind of small, so.
I'm going to flip back and see what the D's are.
Okay.
Oh, the D's are on the cobbles. Wow, like everyone.
Oh, wow, this is going to be full speed. All right, let's go. Should we go back and see? We can go back to Nathan. Oh, he's dropped. So we just got the 2 in the brown cobbles. Then we've got Nate and 40 seconds back of them. I will watch Nate and see how he goes. I wonder. Well, again, who knows? I do like Nate's sock choice, though. I'll give him that. Those are some fun socks. I do like good Zwift kit. I'm always a bit of a Zwift kit whore. I guess the other thing you could do, if you know you're not going to get the FTS stuff, is sit up to go for, or rather, if you're not getting FAL stuff, is sit up and win the FTS stuff. But
Yeah.
maybe. I don't know how much drag you're going to get on leg snapper, right? Like, you got to be able to keep up that steep hill.
Now that Fowler in play.
Yeah, these 2 lead Ds are taking it to each other.
And that's the thing. It's like if you're behind, you've still got to keep going for these points because they might have attacked to kind of for this course. I mean, this is a hard one to know because again, if they're just attacking the course, then again they're attacking themselves. Whereas again, if you're behind and you do a big segment, then okay, you're losing on fall points, but you could catch up big style on FTS points.
Yeah. So let's see, Nate. Oh yeah, Nate's putting a big surge in. 700 watts. Attaboy. Go get it. And man, the fun thing about leg snapper, of course, is you can like because it's steep, everybody slows down. You can see them in front of you. It's just so tasty. Like, oh, I can go get that guy. And away you go. Oh yeah, they're slowing down. Minute 13 this go around. So yeah, big surge here on leg snapper. If he can keep this up, he can maybe catch these guys here at the top. Keep pushing, Nate. Keep pushing. Get up with her. You can do it.
I mean, the guy at the front, it looks like he did a 129. It came up as a new PB. No, 117.
117, yeah. Push it, Nate. Push it. Go catch those 2.
It's just so tough. It's.
Oh, I know. Well,
I mean, he killed it the first lap, and again, I don't know. Again, that's the thing. Is he suffering now that he just really hit all his reserves on that one big dig?
Yeah. Oh, been there, done that. Got that T-shirt.
So he's coming over now. I mean, he's still doing some good watts here.
Yeah, well done. Good grind. Stick with it. I get dropped right about here a lot.
Yeah. Oh, he was struggling to get over the top there.
Yeah, he's putting his head down for sure. That's tough.
Now,
Been there,
now
done
he's
that too.
now he's coasting, but yeah, his legs must be really hurting right now because he just was grinding over the top there.
Are these the actual lead A's coming in behind him? That can't be.
Oh,
5.4. No, these are like drop days.
yeah, it must be.
Like the one guy's on a mountain bike. So don't know what those two clowns are up to. And I think if we get this timing right, we should be awful close to getting the sprint and then being able to switch back to the C's. I'm watching that start.
The C's are already on the halfway up.
Are they on the lead
This is
snapper
just
already? Oh, look at that. All right, here's Terry Leduc. Here he
mate.
goes.
Great watts again by Terry.
Yeah, he's having a really good ride. Ryan is an awful strong rider, so
He is.
if he's hanging around with him, he's doing a hell of a job. That's a good effort. That's a good effort. See, and this is where for sure I feel like if I was Terry, I definitely want to gather up with these next guys.
Yeah, I mean,
Like let Ryan dangle out there by himself and then try and gather up these 3-4 guys and go catch them on the sprint. Although Ryan is packing it in by the looks of it too. Who were watching bees?
yeah, they won't be far behind.
They're still in the town. I'll apologize to everybody watching the stream if it's bouncing around too much for you, but we're trying to keep our eye on everybody. So we go back to Terry Leduc. And we'll see if we can catch his sprint here. So yeah, the lead 4 C's are basically together now. And it looks like this Brooks guy will probably catch on. So we'll have 5 C's all coming through the sprint segment together. Yeah. It's so funny because the only races I think I've ever done with FAL and FTS were always ZRL races, which have way bigger numbers than this and probably narrower like categorization a little bit because you get the B1 to B4 thing going on. So,
Yeah.
so you can't like, it's really, really tough to do both FAL and FTS. But with this many guys, you can probably got to try and get them both.
Yeah, I mean they're attacking the sprint point early this time, so that's again Ryan's off a little bit in front, and Terry's got the draft of these guys here, so Ryan might get the fall, but again, whoop, Terry's maybe even get both this time. Yeah, Ryan just I think got that wrong.
Well, like this Haywood though is in front of Terry, but he's gonna get the points off Ryan for sure.
And he's going to
Oh,
catch
he's
him on the
gonna
line as
get him.
well. Come on, come on, come on, come
Look
on.
at
Great.
that! What a sprint, Terry! Amazing.
So Terry just timed that right. The Ryan seemed to chase down the other ATP rider, and they both kind of got stuck in no man's land. And Terry just drafted through people.
Yeah, well done. That's great
I mean,
stuff.
I mean, it really is a test of how quick your legs can recover. I mean, that's 2 solid leg snappers they've done now, and 2 solid sprints. It's this third leg snapper is going to be very interesting.
Well, and of course, now when you get to the 3rd lap, you're going to have to do leg snapper, sprint, and a finish. Because there's still finish points on offer.
These are on the leg snapper.
Oop. All right, let's get down.
They're like halfway up.
Here we go. We got Bobby Edwards, who's right in that group. Doing 10. Attaboy.
Some of the kind of
Terry
C's
says,
are
did you
just
get that? Yeah, we got it, Terry. Don't worry. Oh, Bobby Edwards comes through. Top of the leagues. He must have won that one both. He was at the back of that group at that start. That's a huge effort from Bobby Edwards. It looks like we're probably seeing a little bit of a breakup in the Bs here. Looks like we might be getting a group of like 6 at the front. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, maybe. Oh,
They're definitely pushing into this segment. I mean, there's fire socks going up in front, catching back up.
oh, trying to catch on, eh? Well, I think that makes sense if you're in that behind group to try and catch on, maybe sacrifice a bit of speed through the sprint to get those FTS points up.
Yeah.
And if you catch on, you'll probably get a little bit faster just from being in the draft. But
I am. Bobby's kind of catching up. They're going to catch actually probably the right time. They're just going to they're going to catch and basically go right through. I think I wouldn't stop. I would just go.
yeah, yeah. It's a little
Uh,
early, maybe though. You're gonna be in front when they start coming behind you.
yeah. I mean, again, no, you're so far in front momentum wise. I don't know. I don't know
Yeah,
if I would slow it because then you're giving up sacrificing FTS here.
yeah, exactly. That's tough. The timing was a little rough, like less than ideal, maybe a bit. But he's giving her. He's gonna do good though on this segment too. Like Pedal will get the top ones, but second, that's no slouch.
No, it's still good, and it's just one of those ones for sure. They were pushing hard to catch on, and then they basically just pushed a little bit too hard and got in front right at the segment, and I would have just gone
Oh, and the
because
A's are not yet. Sorry, trying to make sure I keep up. But no, you're right. It was bad. It was a little bit of unlucky timing, not bad timing. Unlucky timing on the catch.
Yep. The A's look all kind of split up. I think you've got 2-3 A's right now.
Yeah, I think there's just that one Chinese rider at the front, and then Bailey and Mangum are second and third.
Yeah. Mangum's just about to hit the flag snapper right now.
Yeah, here they go. So this will be interesting. I'm seeing some 6s from this lead A Chinese rider. I gotta think we're gonna see a little more gas than that out of these two, but yeah, there's 7 from the cryo rider. Oh, and there's 10 from Ty.
Wow.
Oh, this is making me hurt just thinking about it. Yeah, nice. So Ty, I think, is gonna put time into that cryo rider, that Chinese A rider in front of him.
Yeah, I mean 30 seconds, 29. It's just coming down. It's
Yeah, put 3 seconds into that cryogen rider.
Wow.
Nicely done. I wonder how many groups we're going to see come together here. Like we're seeing him catch up to some.
Well, we got E racers as well. Technically, I think
Oh, who's in?
because they've just got one E rider, I think, but there is a E division for this series as well.
Is that like the beginner category?
Yeah.
Okay. Good job, Lee, in the beginner category. We'll put you up there for a second. I'll go back to Ty. And we'll see how he does on the sprint.
Yeah, you let the cryogen kind of
Come back.
pass him, and he's just now sitting in the wind, so taking up the draft, which I would. Again, I wouldn't want to be on the front here, setting the pace. Just let the other rider do so, and then
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's going to be a tough time. They're both trying to do the same thing, so it's going to be. One is going to have to be on the front. Unfortunately, that's just the nature of the beast.
yep.
Oh, they're not. Oh, there he goes. Okay. That was a interesting kind of approach to weight it up, but it's not like, the thing is the Chinese rider in front isn't smashing it, so whatever. He's probably not even on Zwift power.
I got the D's there. I got a couple of D's here at the front. And the C's are closing in. It looks as though one of the C's went off the front after the sprint, as he's ahead of the group. Brooks.
Yeah, okay, I see him. Yeah, the E's are pretty broken, or the D's, pardon me, are pretty broken up at this point, it looks like. Yeah, it looks like even those C's have gone through our friend Nate here. So we may have to switch back to Terry and watch them do so they're just in the bottom segment. Except, yeah. I mean, it's going to be tough, I think, for that Brooks guy to set. Leg snapper, probably, but I don't think he's going to be able to set times all by himself on this sprint.
I mean, he's pushing 3:3:34, so I mean, he's definitely got a good chance of winning the race. But again, on segment points, I don't know how he's actually doing.
Well, he'll start. I mean, if he gets the top of the leg snapper first, he'll get FTS, right? Like there's still FTS.
4 points.
Or sorry, first across. Yes, pardon me.
So he'll still pick up all of those points.
Yeah.
But I think you can lose so much, though, if you're leading the race. You can lose so much FTS, which, again, I think will make the difference.
Yeah.
Because if you're that far ahead and he just kind of cruises up and all the people behind are pushing, then...
And I'm sorry to say to everybody watching at home, I'm not, like Mark, able to like run the spreadsheet and the stream and everything else and keep track of all 4 races.
I think he would be struggling with this one, with how quick the action's been coming each one.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's good. It's pretty fun to watch, I think. I hope everybody's having fun at home. I guess we're all at home probably on Zwift. I don't know, maybe some people Zwift in a gym. I Zwift in my basement.
We do have a HARE D Guthrie, who's in a HARE kit, who's in his front D's, or second D. There's an Egan all the way up front, and then a Guthrie.
So these two guys are kind of second and third place on the road D's.
Your guess is as good as ours how the front rider got away, as we have not been able to follow all races simultaneously.
Yeah, I think it strung out even across the top of the leg snapper, if I can remember the spacing when we got up there.
Yeah.
And now Guthrie went in early first, but these two riders have come through him up to the top. And by the time they get to the top, I think these next group of C's will be coming through them.
Yeah, the Brazilian rider just went flying past.
Yeah, he was saving his juice for the right spot. And here comes Brooks, so that's the lead C.
And he's only doing 4.7.
Yeah, so that's. You go ahead.
I mean, it's strong, but it's not FTS strong.
Yeah. And here we go. So we'll go back to Terry now. Is there on the leg snapper?
I think when he's attacking Ryan here.
He is, and he sent his feather early, which I don't know what your strategy on feather on leg snapper is. I always usually like to send it late myself, but
yeah, it's one of those ones that's momentum. Do you want to kind of stick with the guys early and hope you hang on, or because sometimes I think you drop it too late, it's
you've already dropped the group. Yeah, for sure. Truck early on the leg snapper is the right one.
So I think it's pretty safe to say I think Ryan's got the C race with all these times he's been. I mean, Terry did get that one, so it could be close, but I think Ryan's been consistently strong on the leg snapper.
Yeah, subject to whatever happens with Brooks getting those first place FTS or FAL points. That would be my
I still,
question mark.
yeah.
But I think you're right. Ryan is probably beating Brooks on like the FTS points. But I don't like there's not it's just this herd scoring, right? So it's like 50-49. So like if Brooks
Yeah.
is getting the first cross points and Ryan's getting the fastest through and they're trading off first and second. So the question is really if Terry and Skywalker and those other guys with Ryan are coming between Ryan and Brooks on the fastest through.
For sure. And what's interesting is with all these FAL and FTS, then again, I believe we're probably 3 or 4 points per placing at the finish.
I believe that's right. And now what's interesting is so Terry has dropped from the lead C's of Skywalker and Wang, and those guys are in, it looks to me, with some D's. So they've got some extra sets of wheels to work with.
Again, no, Wang's in there right now and I don't see big numbers. Whereas if Terry hits it hard now, right from this, like, so here's Terry now in it, and again, is he just gonna? Again, their legs must be hurting so much by now.
Yeah, well this is yeah, right. This is the end.
It's so easy to. There he goes. Again, this could be a good segment from now.
Yeah, he must have been waiting a little bit for the guy he was with there to go, eh? And then when he didn't go, then he decided he had to go.
Yeah.
Got any gas, he's gonna want to try and stay on because he is not far behind those guys for those finish points.
14 seconds, 13. I mean, if he keeps pushing.
Yeah. Oh, he doesn't have it though. I can see he's already dropped down. That's okay. That was a good. Terry's a good sprinter, so it was probably a good allocation of his matches to go get those sprint points.
Oh, for sure.
So we should be able to, if we go back to the B's. Oh, we missed the B's on the leg snapper. We're just into the sprint now.
Wow.
Who are we watching? We're gonna watch Bobby Edwards. I think he's the lead B.
So Brooks looks as though he's about to win it for the C's. Skywalker and Wang are battling it out for second and third on the road. And then we got Ball here for Terry and Haywood for fourth and fifth.
Nice. Well, this B, I've got Bobby in the B's, and he has done a really good job to like lead down the toe snapper, but then come to the back of the group right at the sprint. So he is about 2 meters at the back of the group, right on the green line. You can't time it much better than that. Yeah, there's fire socks. Love it. Oh, they must be gassed because they are definitely tactical here. Like as much as the fire socks are going off, like Bobby was only at like 250 on the guy's wheel. So now here we go, it's full send. All right, now it'll be an interesting finish. I think given the breakup in the A's, I think we'll stick here with the B's right to the finish at this point.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So we've got Bobby in this group. The psychologist, Dean Petal, Beresfeld, Big Ben, and Cook.
It looks like a Wang got second.
Nice.
And then Terry's just in the battle here.
Yeah, it looks like Versfeld and Cook. Oh, no, they're coming back. All right, they put a little dig in, it looked like.
Terry's got a good sprint, and he's got a feather, which will help a little bit.
Absolutely. They've got a few C's mixed in here, which will make it a little hard to time this group sprint. Like, I mean,
Ooh. I think he just got it. It was close. I have to see the official results, but Haywood kept on pressing all the way through to the end, so it
nice.
could have been a fifth split there for Terry, but he had a solid ride.
This is 10 times better than ZRL. Well, I will say this is even if you're in 11th place, you'll get some points in our segments.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy. So Versfeld has definitely gone early. Cook is going with him. Psychologist is trying to hold the wheel. Bobby's trying to hold the wheel. I respect that. I respect the early leave. I don't know. I don't know if he's got quite enough gap though. 2 seconds. He's gonna have full gas till the end to make it. I think he's tried to bridge up to this one wheel in front of him that they're going through actually, which I sometimes do too in these races if I see a guy in front. Big sprint. Here we go. Versfeld. Are they gonna get him? I don't think so. I think Versfeld's gonna get it. Oh, he got him. Oh, what a sprint by Bobby. Oh, wow. That was huge. Oh my God. And Nate was right on his wheel. Like they both ended up catching Versfeld right at the end. I think it was Versfeld third and then Cook fourth. Oh, I'm amazed. I'm in awe of that sprint by Bobby. Holy cow.
Looking at results, it looks as though Terry did get pipped on the line, so he got 5th place in finishing points.
Oh, tough.
Which is so tough.
All right.
The photo finish has gone against him.
Oh, well, and especially like I don't know how you ever watched these videos where like, the guy's like, I'm sure I was in front of that guy. And then like, well, that's not where it showed it on the road when the results come in.
I mean, again, you're totally right there. That's the hardest thing is that the views are not matched up to reality, kind of, which is weird.
Yeah.
Cause I've had that to me. I mean, I've had it in a race a couple years ago where I thought I won a sprint, and I was like, "How's this guy in front of me?"
Yeah. Well,
So that's still
the view is bad, and then even worse is the little thing on the right because you're like, you look over, it's like, oh, it said I was whatever fourth, and then you get the results back and you were seventh, and you're like, damn it.
it's hard. It's hard to trust that timing on the right side of the screen.
Yeah. It's more like a guideline. I flipped back to the A's. So the Ty and Bailey have not, Ty Mangum and Bailey have not caught this Chinese rider. I think he's just been kind of doing like high fours, fives all the way along, just not really racing segments. So
Just pushing it, which again, I mean, I think that's what Brooks did as well. Just kept the pace high in between segments, and then no wonder a little gap kind of broken up.
yeah, and I mean, there's like some guys I think do the math on that and figure it out. I know I've seen some guys have some success with that.
For sure. And then there's a few people obviously that don't understand their races and just join our races and ride it like a normal scratch race.
And that also happens. Oh, look at these two guys. Bailey and Mangum are like not waiting for the finish line. They're gonna go punch each other in the legs from like 800 meters away.
Wow.
I think Bailey definitely doesn't think he has it in the sprint, and he's trying to push. He's trying to get the long attack in. He's going to try and sit there and bird dog it and then take him at the end by the looks of this strategy I'm watching right now. And there he goes.
Yeah, oh, there goes the fire socks.
I think if Bailey needed to get there first, I don't think he went hard enough early enough. I think Ty's coming around him.
It's going to be close.
Oh, it's going to be very close.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Ty's
Nice
got big numbers.
Nice sprint.
Yeah, good finish. Fun. Well, that's a fun race.
So I got no idea who won each race yet because, again, we didn't have the luxury of Mark.
We'll have to leave that one to Sports Center later after Craig does the points.
Yeah, and I don't think the points are plugged in yet. So all we know are who finished, but we don't know placings yet unless we get our calculator out.
Yeah, and I don't. Are those preems reliable even until Craig goes and does his thing? I don't even know how.
Well, I don't see. There's no even
You can't
preem point.
filter. Yeah.
There's no pre. Well, you can filter them and go that, but it's get your calculator time out for sure.
Well, you can only see the top 10 anyway, unless you've. Look, I don't have access to the
No.
results module for this. I suppose I probably could somehow, but I'll leave that to Craig.
Yep. It's Craig will figure it out and plug in the fall on the FTS.
Yeah. Good. Well, I think that is a thank you to all our racers this evening. Thanks to Nate for joining me in the broadcast. Thanks for Craig for helping me get the tech mostly kind of set up on time-ish. Good. In true herd racing fashion. And thanks to anyone who's watching. And we hope you'll enjoy your races this weekend. Get in on the herd autumn racing experience. And we will catch you next time.